patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes. Night falls down, stars above our heads. Life on the patio, where our souls are fed. Every word that's spoken lives on when we're dead. In the peace of this place, no fear, no dread. On the patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes. Night falls down, stars above our heads. Life on the patio, where our souls are fed. Every word that's spoken lives on when we're dead. In the peace of this place, no fear, no dread. On the patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes.
Welcome to the patio.
chilling on the patio, life ain't slow. Big T popping bottles, let that bourbon flow. Father Fortenberry's grilling food on deck. Gary Poppins with the chucks, hard to forget. DW2's in the corner, DJ on the beat. Bourbon nerd, mixing drinks, nothing too sweet. Sunsets, painted skies in a fire red hue. Patio vibes, bringing know the new crew. We got the patio life, good times feeling right. Bottles up, cheers tonight. Yeah, we live that patio life.
Cheers, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Also National Cognac Day and National Cheese Day. Cheese Day. Did I miss something? Hey, we got a great show for y'all tonight. Got a full house, actually. What's on the dark side of the moon? You ever thought about it? I always thought just dark side of the moon, but the CEIA claims there's something else lingering. Donald Trump is causing a big surge in buying the boom booms. We know what that means. The Flotilla of Freedom. That sounds like as much fun as a barrel of monkeys. We'll talk about that and much, much more. But Father Fortenberry, how are you this evening?
Excellent. Just reminiscing on the game called Barrel of Monkeys. Y'all, I know Gary remembers.
Oh yeah, I do. You hook the monkeys together.
Yeah, you like hook monkeys on like a chain and
try to see how long you can get them. But what was that the object of the game? To see how long it was.
Looking back, I don't know. Was it? You remember Barrel of Monkeys?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the object of it?
You get all the monkeys out the barrel, I thought.
Their arms are like
they had to stay in the barrel. That's what you couldn't. You had to like hook them in the barrel. I guess
hook them in the barrel.
Like fish in a barrel.
Yeah, I think
but
it's
you grab
same
them
thing. I think it's the same.
I don't know.
Brother Fortenberry, how are you? Are you like a monkey in a barrel?
I'm always like a monkey in a barrel.
What's going on with you tonight, brother?
Not much. Glad to be here. Thinking about David Barrel monkeys, having them in the bottom of the toy box.
Did y'all have like a unicorn riding monkey that y'all had to pull out that barrel?
No.
Or a pogo stick monkey?
Pogo
And there's
stick
Gary. Gary's over there. Get off the phone, Gary.
I was piping.
I don't care what you're doing. Get off your phone.
I was trying to get the XP points. I don't understand these XP points.
Yeah, we don't know these XP points. This is new for
Now
us.
that there's a game involved, Gary.
There's a game involved.
Right.
We got to win it.
Take his phone away from him. Brother Marty, get his phone. Hide his phone.
But I'm doing fine. I'm
David.
doing fine outside trying to get XP points now. I don't know what that means.
Take his phone, Marty.
he's playing video game.
He's playing video games.
He thinks he's playing Final Fantasy over there.
Yeah, we saw it for the first time last night, but hey, we'll roll with it. And the bourbon nerd.
Welcome, everybody.
not
Hey, I was
crooked.
thinking of Dark Side of the Moon. You know, they had the Dark Side of the Moon at Neon Moon, the club we used to go to. Remember?
Yes.
One of
That's
my
where they played
favorite.
the rap music.
It was.
My
Dark
favorite
Side of the
drink
Moon.
is dark, or one of my favorite drinks is Dark Side of the Moon.
What's in the dark side of the moon?
It's like a black and tan, but it's a Guinness and a Blue Moon.
Oh, that's right. I've had that before. You got to get one of those. So today's National Cognac Day. It's National Cheese Day. Then I realized we don't have any cognac. I don't even have
We
anything
got cheese
finished
either.
in cognac. I got cheese. Now I know I got cheese, but we're not going to
Are
bore
they
y'all.
single?
Put
We,
some
might-
cheese
we-
on
we
it.
might have to change this National Rye
Got
Day.
from under cheese.
All right. Secret CIA program claimed, put your tinfoil hats on, people, claimed to have found alien civilization on dark side of the moon and said they look like us.
So do they run around as the moon rotates, or how they do it?
It doesn't actually rotate.
The
You
moon
know
doesn't
that. The
rotate?
dark side's always dark side.
It's always
It's always
dark.
dark.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, we just it's the shadow that just moves.
That's it. As the U.S.
Yeah, that's
it's either-
a shadow of
Didn't
the
know that
earth
either.
because of the sun.
Makes sense.
So it's either all dark or
Yeah.
half dark.
Yeah, or
Yeah, it doesn't rotate.
there's a
Actually,
crescent, a gibbous waning, a waxing and waning move. You didn't know about any of this stuff. Did you not go to school? Crescent
I
moves?
think you just
The thumbnail
I think
of-
you just sexually harassed me.
Your gibbous is waning.
Yes.
Yes, I think the
I think you just said
they
here's
say
Gary's wine.
God's thumbnail is actually a crescent moon. That's all a shadow is what it is.
They didn't teach
Because
me
of
that
where
in my
the earth
school.
is based on where the sun is behind us. The earth
Okay,
is
so-
casting the shadow on the moon.
So the moon does not spin.
I
It
don't
does
know.
not spin. No,
I don't know that.
no, it doesn't spin.
It stays still.
It stays dark.
This sounds right though.
It's like the cold side of the moon.
So when it rotates around us, it is constantly in one position.
I think that might be right.
That don't sound right though.
Well, let
It
me
does.
look.
We all
Weird.
rotate around the sun. I know
look it
that.
up. Look it up.
Okay.
But
But
then to make matters worse, our galaxy is going through, our solar system is going through the universe like this.
but since we all,
All right, so it rotates on its axis the same amount of time it takes to orbit the Earth, resulting in the same side of the moon always facing Earth.
this sounds like a machine. It don't
Oh,
sound like
so-
a
No,
actual
but just like,
planet.
so it rotates this way.
As it goes around the earth. Yeah.
So we see the same side all the time.
So its axis is the opposite of our axis. Is that what
Yeah,
we're saying?
I think that's what it's saying.
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll
Okay.
buy
It's like gear would.
that. Okay. Fair enough.
Like
I work.
But yeah, I
Look.
knew aliens were there the whole time.
I mean, the Earth's flat anyway. So
Yeah.
what are we talking about?
We never been there. That's why.
Yeah, we've never been there, but there is evidence. Let me get back to my story here. So in the 1970s, 80s, the CIA conducted experiments, and individuals who claimed they could perceive information about distant objects, events, or people, known as remote viewing. Oh, now this is really getting interesting.
Voyeurs.
Remote viewer Ingo Swann was first revealed in 1998 when he explained how his psychic episode took him to the dark side of the moon, a region that always faces away from Earth and out of sight from human eyes. And there, the remote viewer made a shocking discovery. He found Father Fortenberry's. They all look like Father Fortenberry's on the dark side of the moon. It's
bunch of
all
sexy-
Jamie's and Wes's.
I heard of sexiness.
Yeah, I heard a second. Look, I'm waiting to see some bad alien that's living on the bright side of the sun.
So we're saying
That's what I want to see.
So we're
He
saying
claimed that a race of aliens that look exactly like us erected several giant towers on the moon. One was the size of the United Nations building in New York.
I'm
He
sure-
died in 2013 and made those shocking claims in his book, Penetration, the Question of Extraterrestrial Human Intelligence.
Okay.
I'm sure they were erected.
His book. Okay.
Book
Get a
called
book.
Penetration.
Is this like some Scientology stuff?
So we're also
No.
saying that the dark side of the moon
This is
is
a theory.
heavier than the bright side of the moon.
It would have to be.
It had to be because that's where everything is.
Everything is.
Wouldn't you think, though, if something was there, they'd want to be on the light side of the moon? Because it's probably like,
It's
Cold-
colder.
probably cold.
Way
It's
colder.
cold.
Way
More
colder.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
but if they're hiding from humans,
Yes, that's their goal. They said, nope, there's humans on
we
the
don't
other
want
side.
them humanoids.
So why can't we just send a ship to the dark side of the moon?
Because we can't.
So you're going to tell me
We lost all of our
But-
information.
We
you're gonna
did.
tell
We
me
lost
that
all of our
we send
technology to
satellites
get back
out,
to
they
the
take
moon.
a picture back to Earth. They never caught the dark side of the moon.
When Apollo
No.
13 went
No,
around
they
the dark side of the
circled.
moon.
They did circle.
But it
the
was
moon.
dark. They couldn't see. They didn't have flashlights.
These new LED lights they got now, they're probably
Dude.
LED lights.
Hey,
The
one
ones I
side
see-
light will be, you'll be able to see that moon.
The ones I see passing on the road, you'll be able to see through the moon.
We could look. It'll show the. You'll see the skeleton of the moon through it. The lights are bright on the far side.
You'll be able to see the Earth.
You'll be able to see the earth through the moon.
They didn't have enough
Woo.
lumens.
That's it. There'll be like
lumens.
They were,
10,000
lumens.
lumens.
you got to have
Yeah.
at least 10,000 lumens.
And
At
I
that
never,
time, we
I
only had
never
like
know when I
1,000.
go look at every time I go buy a
That's what we
flashlight.
could
I'm
call
always
the
like
people.
looking at all of them, comparing. I don't know what a lumen is, but I'm like, that's more. But it,
I mean, back
what,
then,
So
what's
when we
good lumens?
so when we see this skeleton, it's going to like Mac the Knight from the McDonald's commercials.
We could name them
I don't
lumens.
know that.
yeah, we got lumens. But you know what? I mean,
Lumens.
back then we didn't have the technology. We could get there. Back then we only had a candle though to stick up to see if we could see the dark side of the moon, and wasn't enough lumens.
How much is the lumen?
I don't know. I know that
You
my
wouldn't be able
bulbs-
to understand English.
You know what?
I know it's a lot more than candle power.
I
I thought like one lumen was one candle.
I know my lights in my
Oh, is it
house,
the
my
same?
soft white lights are 600
I
lumens.
don't know.
I know them multi-million spotlights just used to be bad at the bone.
They're like 10,000 lumens,
Yeah, a million.
Let's see right here.
a million.
The
lumens.
10,000 doesn't sound like a lot though.
So
Like
a
1,300, I think is like a 1,000 is like a big flashlight.
Yeah, 1,000 is a big flashlight, but
Oh.
you can get soft light ones. You know, the soft white, normal bulbs. They're like 600 lumens.
Well, I don't think they make 1,000 lumen light bulb.
I bet they do. I think they do.
You can see through the roof.
actually, I think they do make 1,000 lumen light bulb. You can
Yeah.
get multi-thousand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know they
That
make
thing
like
you see
9.
around the corner.
All right, here you go. I got it for you. Jamie. 100 lumens would be like 100 candles all burning at once from a distance of 1 foot away.
Look at Jamie with the
He
big
was
brain
right,
here.
Yeah, look at there.
So
You're right.
lumens and candle power are the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. They just changed the word.
Yeah,
Candle
yeah.
power.
Candle power.
Yeah.
Because lumen sounds sexier.
Hmm.
The
So if I
Brinkman,
don't set the mood, I'll go put some lumens out.
the Brinkman spotlights used to be candle power, and now they went to
Mm.
lumen.
And it's supposed
Well, I ain't
to
seen no million
Hey.
lumen damn flashlight.
a standard
That's something you
60
catch on
watt.
fire.
A standard 60 watt incandescent light bulb produces about 800 lumens of light.
Ah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it'll show you the dark side of the moon.
They can't see nothing with it.
Donald Trump's still president of the United States.
Breaking news. You heard it here first.
He's upsetting a few people, but there's a demographic that are going out and buying more guns. You want to guess who that is?
Liberals.
more pew pews.
No, actually, well, maybe it's the women. Women are going and buying more guns.
That's a lot of times liberals.
which is not a bad
on
investment
guns, on
considering
guns.
pew pews hold their value pretty
Yes,
well.
they do.
They do. I mean,
And look, you can take a pew pew and you can expand your wealth as well.
Check this
Yeah,
stat
You
out.
walk with- Give me some money.
Check my well. Around 26.2 million people bought their first firearm between January 2020 through December 2024. So that's before Trump took office, according to the National Shooting Sports Foundation. So 26 million people bought their first gun ever. That's pretty cool.
that's a lot of people.
A lot
Yeah.
of guns.
I can't remember the numbers, but I mean the gun ownership in America is like 750 million, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But I don't want to say per capita. I want to say I read this somewhere, but it's like Switzerland has the most.
Guns?
Something like that.
Oh no, Switzerland. I
or
don't
it's
think
at
have any
least or
guns.
something like that. It's the most of the least. Either way. It was a staggering
Hey, you know
number,
what?
whichever it
Look,
was.
I'm either the fastest person in the room or the slowest. It's somewhere in
Don't
there.
look
Oh, wait a minute. He's right. Switzerland is one of the most heavily armed countries in the world. Is a very high rate.
Look, I'm John Morant.
It is also one of the safest, and shootings such as the recent one somewhere. It doesn't take place. So more people have firearms,
And
less
Switzerland.
people get killed due to firearms.
That's what neutrality will get you.
I wonder what the average amount of firearms owned by an American is.
I think 5.
The 5.
I believe so.
5.
That would be.
That
Don't
sounds
believe
right.
Google, Jamie. Let's see.
I got enough for all of us.
Yeah, I've got my share. I've got my 5.
I got about 5.
I got
I mean,
5.
Yeah,
on
I got
it.
our share.
The average household owns 8 guns.
8. Excuse me.
8.
Got my 8.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm
Still.
still slightly average.
I think the further south you go, I think the average goes up.
Once again,
You
I'm
think?
average.
I think I would take that bet.
You know what? I don't
don't know.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
So,
how many we
except
have.
Montana.
Oh,
I
I
bet
bet.
Hey, here's the thing. If
We have
it's
a lot.
all the people that have 0 guns, there's some dude with like 1,000 guns.
Well, that's
Yes.
what they said.
Yes.
Half of the households have at least one.
I think Montana.
So that
probably has a
means
bunch.
average of that half is 16.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
okay,
right.
yeah, it is.
Mhm.
I bet you
How many do
Montana
I
does
have?
pretty good though.
Gary,
per
you have
capita.
2, don't you? Don't you have 2 guns?
I have multiple. I have more than that.
I
Yeah.
thought you had 1 shotgun here a while back.
I
Have you
like
increased
3.
your arsenal?
I have 3. I think.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Come on.
shotgun.
I'm in double digits, but I don't have that many.
Yeah.
Not enough to feel comfortable. I need more.
Yes.
In
I feel
hindsight,
comfortable.
I've given up on my gun ownership. I need to get some more.
It's
I
been a
failed
while.
myself. Yeah.
Failure.
They're like tattoos. You just get one, you want to go get another one.
It's like an addiction.
So me and a buddy went and bought not matching, not like we was me and my partner going to get matching guns. But me and-
Oh,
me and
that's so
yeah,
sweet.
me and my friend, we went and bought
Matching
350s.
holsters. That'd be cool.
We went and bought 357s together.
That
And listen,
that a Chris in the mirror.
and
Y'all
I
dance?
regret
Y'all
I
dance?
sold mine, and I regret selling it because we had back-to-back serial numbers.
Oh, so
That's sexy.
It was, I
it
know.
was.
And he told me when years later we was talking, he said, "You still got 357?" I said, "Nah, I sold it and bought something else." He said, "Man, I would have bought that. I gave you double the price just because it was back-to-back serial numbers."
That's pretty cool.
You should have told him I rubbed my serial numbers off a long time ago.
Like, file mine off, brother.
Yeah, I filed mine off. I don't need nobody tracking me down. The Freedom Flotilla. You guys remember Greta Thunberg?
Yes, yes. She is the
Isn't this thing on Nickelodeon?
No,
No,
the one
that's
that
the
couldn't
Thunderbird.
be
That's the
Trump.
Thornsburg.
She was the one that cried.
climate change girl.
She was
The
a
one
climate
the one
trans.
like a potato.
Gary called her the climate trans. I think we've coined a new phrase. That's that trans climate.
Climate change girl.
I
Yes.
thought you were talking about like the duck boat race deal.
No,
Not
Flotilla?
remotely close.
It's called Flotilla.
she's
Yeah.
the one condemning you for using
That girl,
electricity.
her face was like a foot. It just
So she's a climate
just saying.
activist, and she and 11 pro-Palestinian campaigners set sail on Sunday on a ship to aim at breaking Israel's siege of Palestine.
well, why did they get on a gunboat and try that?
Well,
I
well,
mean,
look, the boat Madeline, operated by activist group Freedom Flotilla Coalition, departed from Catania, Italy, and is carrying a symbolic amount of aid. Okay,
Is it Madeline French?
I don't know.
okay.
So
This is Greta Thunberg on the boat.
That's a pirate ship.
It does.
She's
I
got
think,
2 eyes. She had to have 1 eye and a peg leg.
They
It
better
is-
watch their bridges.
They said a separate Freedom Flotilla ship was attacked in May by 2 alleged drones while sailing in international waters off the coast of Malta. Last night, I had seen on
Go
X.
to that
earlier
picture, zoom
today-
in. I want to see what Thunderbird is looking like these days.
She,
She looks older. I know
she's got to
that.
be over 18 now.
Okay,
doesn't
well,
she?
yeah, she's well over 18. I mean,
Oh,
But
she was
once
like 14 when she got
There's
into
the
a trunk
boat.
last time.
That boat looks like it's ready to cross a blockade, doesn't it?
It does.
it does, yes.
This was last night. They were on X. This dude's like some singing dude. That's her.
Oh my goodness. First of all, she looks like Paddington Bear.
Let me put my glasses on. I thought that was Adam Sandler.
Okay, hold on.
It looks like Paddington Bear bread with a potato.
Look, they had a drone follow them. They was about to jump off the ship and let the drone destroy the ship last night. They were begging for help. They claimed it's being followed by a drone last night.
He said,
There
"Ah,
he
the
is,
drone."
looking at the drone.
Why
Which,
does that
which
look like
eyes
two different
looking?
directions?
Which eyes looking at drone? That's
Oh,
all.
you got a point.
You got two, is there 2 drones?
It could be. Maybe they're tracking his eye movement.
Oh, man.
So, do you guys? What do you think the chances are of success?
0.
I feel like she could get there and the Palestinians might sink her ship. I mean, just why not?
It's all for publicity. That's all.
Oh,
it's
that's all it
That's
is.
all it is.
Well, she, you know, they claim that they're just bringing attention to the
Themselves.
to
Yeah,
Israel's
100%.
poor treatment of the Palestinians.
I'm
We're
concerned.
breaking the
Yeah.
siege of Gaza by sea, but that's part of a broader strategy of mobilizations that will also
If she-
attempt to
if
break the
she-
siege
okay,
by
look,
land.
If she cared that much, load that boat up with them and sell them out.
True.
They're going to shipwreck on a manatee watch.
Listen, they are surrounded. They are surrounded by.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead.
They're surrounded by a region of like-minded people that still will not let them into their country.
Yeah.
So let
Oh,
this
look.
let it sink
Hold
in.
on. Here's the video. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, that's not it. Let me do it, but there it is. Oh, never mind. I skipped it. I was gonna play that up.
What is she German?
She's
Swedish, yeah.
Greenland, isn't she? Isn't she from Greenland
I
or
don't
something
know.
like
Someone
that?
look this
I
up.
thought she was like Denmark or Sweden.
She's Nordic.
Nordic.
She's
Yeah.
Nordic.
She's Nordic.
I looked up on my
She's
phone,
somewhere
but
where
I
they
get
have
trouble
very
for
few
getting
problems.
XP points.
Yeah, you can't touch your phone.
I can't touch my phone to get XP points to look it up.
Marty, get his phone from him.
Take his
I
phone.
didn't touch
Sweden.
it. I didn't touch it to
We're
get
gonna
the
start
XP
doing like in
points.
schools. We're gonna
Swedish.
put it in a lockbox.
Was it the Swedes that had all the guns or Swiss?
The
Sweden?
Swiss.
Are they not the same?
No.
No.
One has great cheese. One doesn't.
One has good watches.
The same one has good cheese and also knives.
So what does Sweden have?
Sweden has nothing. Sweden
Hot
has
chick-
knives.
I can say
cheese.
blondes.
hot chicks.
So
Oh, yeah,
Swiss
yeah.
have.
Sweden. What was it? Beef.
Swedish.
Swedish
And Swiss also has great
Meatballs.
chocolate.
They got meatballs.
And fish.
yes,
Swedish
meatballs,
fish are
meatballs.
delicious.
And
No,
they
they're
got
not.
what's that? Hold on, what's that furniture store? It's
IKEA.
IKEA. is
IKEA.
Swedish.
They have IKEA.
Yeah. Yes, whenever I want to open something with 1,000 parts,
And Gary, I'm with you. Swedish fish. are
Actually,
great.
our desks are IKEA desks, by the way.
am I out of
You can
drink?
put
Am I out of-
You can put
Out of stuff
everything
to pour.
together at
I'm
IKEA
like,
with an
I'm
Allen
something
wrench.
else.
No doubt.
Okay.
They like Allen
Um,
wrenches.
Elon Musk, Doge,
But-
Doge is
yeah.
not happy these days. The Doge is the king of the Doge has left Washington D.C. His 130-day reign has ended. Boy, that sounds awesome way I put that, didn't it? And he's not very happy. He feels like the big beautiful bill.
Yeah, he don't like it.
He doesn't like it at all. He's been out here. He's unhappy. Doge said they're not doing enough to cut costs, but it looks like it's going to make it through. So
Yeah.
The big, beautiful bill.
Well,
yeah.
you think that's the difference
What
between
if that's what Hillary called Bill Clinton?
I was thinking.
Let me see that
That's
big,
what I was
beautiful bill.
thinking.
Monica did.
I don't think that happened often.
And now you're right.
Maybe at the early stage of the relationship, maybe.
Nah.
Do you think this was like a
Oh, it was a marriage for
It was
political
arranged.
gain.
There's
it was
no
arranged
doubt.
marriage?
It was arranged marriage.
Is
for
that what it
political
was?
gain. Yeah.
Yes.
For who though?
They both benefited.
They did.
Who do you think it benefited most though?
You know, he's like, I need a killer.
So, here's
I
the
need to
thing.
marry a killer.
He needed
Murderous.
somebody to stabilize him to make him have an appearance of a political power.
Yes.
And She moved into the White
And
House.
she was power hungry.
He was a
yeah.
long-legged pimp from Arkansas, and he
He was a smooth talker.
He was a smooth talker. That
Man.
Southern drawl,
That old
Man,
silver
you know,
tongue devil.
that old silver tongue.
Play that saxophone for you.
Mhm,
Yeah, he needs some
mhm.
slowing down.
He needed some slowing down.
No, he needed the image
I-
of slowing down.
She'd be the one to slow
So,
you down.
I
don't
didn't.
know.
I wasn't unaware of this. He was going to run for the 80. Was it 88, 90? What
Bush,
did he get
Bush
elected?
won in 92, and
Okay, so he was going to run in 92.
he won in 92. Didn't he win again in 96?
No. Because Clinton won in 96.
Clinton won 96. Okay,
So-
92 was Bush.
Clinton was going to run in 92, but that's when one of his many affairs came out, and they had to postpone the
Yeah.
run.
As the governor.
The governor.
The governor.
Yeah.
Did Arkansas vote blue when he ran?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't
yeah.
remember.
Look, me and Wes is our stepmother worked at the police headquarters in Arkansas,
Mhm.
and like state troopers would come through these to guard him. And one of them, I'll never forget this quote. One of them told her that he would F us a bush if he thought a snake was in it.
Oh, Slick Willie.
Yeah.
Do you think the Oval Office is now called the headquarters?
Wrong button. That's wrong button.
That's wrong button. Dude.
I mean, that's what Clinton, he said, head to my headquarters. Monica.
Wah, wah, wah.
The Oval Office, the headquarters.
That's terrible.
It was awesome.
Gary, you got yourself in the weeds.
But he didn't
Ozempic.
heal.
Ozempic's a miracle drug, right?
I'm
No.
thinking about taking it.
I stopped about a year ago, and
I'm concerned.
I'm concerned about Ozempic.
I'm
actually.
concerned.
I think I'm finding out what's the opposite. I want to gain weight.
Well, let me tell you these stories. The mortifying Ozempic dating stories that'll put you off the miracle weight loss jab for
Dating
life,
stories.
including a wife's sex confession that should be grounds for divorce. Wow.
What does Ozempic do?
Cheating on you.
Is it a side effect or
It's a side effect.
Just
cheating?
be on the side of it.
Add cheating to the side effects.
Possible floundering.
Here's a person who gives
Holy
example.
activity.
They said used to look, you'd meet someone, go on a date, order a pizza, share a bottle of red, maybe in the night, tangled up in the sheets, half naked, giggling, full of carbs.
I knew that by
Now,
myself.
yeah, now they said you meet someone, go on a date, they order sparkling water, a kale salad, and they barely touch their food, say they're nauseous and too tired for sex.
I've heard that before
That
too.
was a whole different thing. I thought it was gonna be something totally different.
Yes.
Or apparently, if you go on a date with them, they'll tell you how constipated they are. Boy, these are first dates.
Okay,
too.
look, that should be something you say anyway.
Yeah. Like, who
Yeah,
wants to-
whether you are or not.
Be like, well, I'm stove up. I need to shake.
If I jump up real quick, it's just my time.
Yeah, my time. I could go.
All I can think about how many Kirks in a way.
Oh, it also apparently turns you off alcohol. I remember that. I couldn't drink beer back in that when I was taking that.
Turns you off alcohol. Is that what you
Yeah,
did?
it will help if you. have
Let me
addiction.
rethinking
More about
those there.
beer.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah, they said my date stopped eating. Men started canceling dinner plans because food is a bit much right now. A friend told me he'd rather walk into traffic than eat a croissant. Wow, these are just
Wow.
unhappy people.
Who doesn't like a croissant?
We always
Germans.
got to talk about some food. I'll take a croissant right now.
You know the croissant.
more of a
I'm
bagel
not a
guy.
fan
No,
of.
they hate bagels too, brother.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
That Burger King breakfast croissant.
That went dark quick.
Yeah,
didn't it?
Yeah. Talk about the weeds.
Mhm.
You don't like a breakfast croissant?
I don't like the one from Burger King. I'm not a fan of the Burger King breakfast croissant.
Because there's no
We'll
like.
crush them.
It's
Oh, I
always,
didn't say I wouldn't eat it. Now, hold on. There's a distinction. Okay.
There's a difference between crushing
There's
it
a
and just
big
eating it.
distinction.
Yes, you eat for substance, but that don't mean you have to enjoy it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I bet Ozempic couldn't keep me from eating a Burger King croissant, even though it's not very good.
It's a croissant.
Hey, the Burger King biscuit may be worse than the croissant, though.
Oh,
That's the worst biscuit.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
the worst fast food biscuit out there.
Yeah.
Gotta
Okay,
be.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
best
What's the best one?
Popeyes.
Ooh,
Oh.
they don't do breakfast sandwiches though.
No,
If
they
you
don't.
were to have
No,
a
they don't.
breakfast
What
sandwich.
was it?
Breakfast
Winners?
sandwiches.
Okay,
Mrs. Winters?
breakfast.
Do they do breakfast sandwiches?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mrs. Winters used to have
I'm gonna say the best breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Hardee's has
Hardee's is good.
Hardee's. Ooh.
pork chop, the pork chop sandwich.
Now, talk about biscuits.
Oh.
Got gravy and pork is a pork chop
Hardee's
gravy.
also has the steak biscuit that's fire.
Talking about biscuits, they got the blueberry biscuits with the icing on top.
mhm.
Oh,
Who has
Okay,
that?
Hardee's is underrated, man.
Hardee's is
We
good.
don't
guys.
have
Hardee's
a
is
Hardee's.
good.
Or Carl Jr. whatever.
Whenever I'm traveling, if I'm gonna have breakfast, I want to go to Hardee's for breakfast.
Me too. Yeah,
I do.
they're good.
But their platters aren't. If you're gonna get a platter, McDonald's has the best platter.
Yeah. Something about them hot cakes. They put
Yeah,
something
yeah,
on
they
them.
just-
They probably
And
put,
you know they microwave those things. That's just they just stick them in the microwave.
They do
But still, they're
Everything goes
good.
in the microwave.
they probably put Ozempic in or something.
Those steak
Those are good.
bagels at McDonald's are pretty dang good.
They're delicious.
You know what I had the other day? An egg McMuffin, a sausage McMuffin with egg, and I was like, "This was good for a change."
Yeah,
I always
that's
get a
what I get
McGriddle
most
of
of
some
the
sort. McGriddle.
Look,
You know,
I can't stand the
See,
poached egg,
Gary,
though.
you're really a fat kid.
I
I'm
am.
telling you.
I like sweet stuff.
I can't. do
Mac
it,
had his
really.
first McGriddle a year ago, maybe, and I got it. He took a bite. And he said, "My life has changed."
You just now got your kid a McGriddle.
It's got the syrup in the
Well,
pancake.
he always gets
sausage.
pancakes. He always gets pancakes.
Yeah, but the only thing I would rather take a piece of sausage, put it between two pancakes, put syrup on it.
I don't know.
Because because when I eat the McGriddle, I don't get that syrup.
It's not an
You
overpowering.
know, and like
syrup,
when-
no.
I don't like their biscuits and other sausage and cheese biscuits. Like I like to have a biscuit with sausage on it and an egg and some cheese, and because that's what you just said.
I get the McMuffin
No, that's
or the
because the syrup's like
bagel.
built
That
in.
bagel's pretty good.
Look,
That
the,
bagels,
the English muffins are good, man.
Mhm.
They are good. I like English muffins.
Mm.
What else we got on?
But I don't like English people.
You had to go.
I do want
You
to
know what I do like?
You like
English
your muffin, but
accent.
you don't like people.
I like
Yeah.
listening to women that talk in English accent.
Yeah.
I think I kind of think that's pretty cool. Oh, here's a good.
Well,
here's
reminds me
more
of one of
story.
my favorite lines from any movie ever is in Gold Member. He says,
You gotta
"There's
go
two
to the
things I
chat
hate:
here in a minute.
intolerance and the Dutch."
I had to see what time it was.
Yeah, 6:56. Look at top of the hour. We'll be over on the
Oh, let's see who's in the chat then.
Yeah,
the
Yeah, that's what I
bourbon.
was getting at.
It's chat time.
That's what Marty was getting at.
It's a
Don't
chat.
nobody listen to me. That's what I'm
It's a
talking about.
chat.
Yeah, that Marty didn't say nothing.
But we'll be over on the Bourbon Legends doing a little
Burger
pregame.
King. Look, Burger King breakfast croissant is delicious.
Chris sandwiches, they're called. Someone
Well,
spelled
we
that out.
didn't say they weren't delicious. We said they
Sandwich.
weren't
Yeah,
that
'cause-
great.
Someone spelled out Chris
Spell
sandwich.
correct.
We can't spell. We can't spell.
Dude, look, I'll give up and just type them real Brady biscuits.
Them flaky biscuits.
We don't know how to spell in French.
Pillsbury.
How many times have you type
Crescent roll.
something and you don't know how to spell the word and you like restructure the whole sentence?
Yes, every time. Every time.
Oh man, okay. What we
There
got?
it's the Bourbon Santa. He'll be over there. He's already backstage, actually. Mr. Mom is in the chat. Cast 529, Josh Fritz. Man, we got-
He's on the fritz.
He's on the
Whiskey Nose. Poor Decisions, Baron.
Yeah.
all of our whiskey buddies.
You just did you give up or what?
All right.
No, I'm doing three things at once.
All right. So now-
Well,
Oh, you went all the way to the top.
all right. So I looked
Oh.
up T what the XP
Matt
points
Jarrett. I just
mean.
saw Matt Jarrett in there.
Oh yeah, he was cool running.
Cool
What's
running.
up,
Yeah, cool
bud?
Cool run.
What'd you say, Gary?
So I did look up what the XP points mean.
hey,
Those are people most
just-
involved in commenting. So you should always point.
I
out
gotta
those top
tell
three.
a stupidity story of mine. So okay, look
Yeah.
at Fly Fisher.
Yeah.
Okay, see the little icon, the little quit moving. See the little things on the Bible where it says cheers, y'all.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just realized that was glasses like last episode.
Look-
I thought they were.
Oh,
I thought
well, that's
they were
because
little,
we can't
yeah.
see.
They look like
Yeah.
I
boats.
thought they were
It
little
doesn't
ships.
show up
They
the
do look like
same.
those
over
ships.
there.
They was Legos.
I thought they were little ships.
Yeah, it doesn't show up the same over there. so.
And when I used to comment on Dave's stuff, I'd put Ice Man on
Yeah.
there, and
Mhm.
I could have just sent them.
Hmm.
I didn't realize.
You know,
what it was.
even I always thought it was just because we couldn't see pictures, but it's their interpretation of pictures. How
But
about
yeah,
that?
yeah, it looks like Cast 529 is number
Cast
2.
529.
Josh Fritz.
Oh, our boy
I can't
Brian.
see
is-
any numbers.
Yeah,
Yorkie, Buffalo.
Poor Decisions
Mr.
pairing
Mom.
was
There,
number 3.
BBE is in the house. You know
No,
what?
Tom Black.
Tom Black. Oh yeah, the
Tom
other thing.
Black, first one in the chat today.
Other thing I forgot to mention is that we'll be Marty and I'll be live with Old Fashioned Ways Plus Friday night.
Oh, nice.
Mhm. So there's all that.
Oh,
And it looks
tune
like
into that.
Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiast was number 1 on our
Really?
XPs. Yes.
No.
Because
All right, boys,
Buffalo
look,
Bourbon, then
I got
Cask,
something
and then
new I'm
Poor
trying.
Decisions.
And if we're not talking anymore, just hang out. But I think if I hit end stream, it's gonna play the outro.
Okay.
And
I know if you hit in-stream, it'll.
it may end it. Oh no, it's gonna play.
Save me from my own pride. Change me for my final ride. Oh, walk me to the riverside. And lead me while my mother cries. 'Cause somebody done took from an outlaw. Take my picture down from the courthouse wall. I'm living in the clouds and I ain't gon' fall. Somebody done saved this outlaw.